Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we're gonna hop into this event right here, this evolution of the ultimate life form. This is sort of like this Cell time machine event, you know, kind of, I don't know, what, just like a little event that they tossed out. This event very much resembles kind of like the Dragon Ball hunt that both Global and JP did for the 4-year anniversary, which unlocked the Tech Omega Shenron raid EZA, right? This is pretty much a very, very similar thing right here. So we'll go ahead and hop in. We'll take down all these stages, which will unlock the brand new Cell Raid EZA, which does allow us to have, whatchamacallit. I kind of wanted to choose a special unit, whatever. Sure, let's just bring the special unit, why not? But, oh yeah, and then we got the new loading screens, that's cool as well. So, like, you know, this sort of event is to set up that, like, Cell Raid EZA, right? So I figured, you know, like, we go ahead, we'd hop in here. I'd go ahead and take down these stages. And now, the other thing, too, is that every single one of these stages, I believe, gives 3 stones. So, like, I've heard a lot of people really complaining about this celebration. I mean, there's definitely been some unfortunate things. Like, you know, I think the 4 banner cards that released with Gohan and Cell were a bit wonky. All 4 of them, I would actually argue, are designed not great. The design of those cards just wasn't the best, right? But I do think the LR androids are spectacular. I don't really have any problems with their card whatsoever. I just think they are a phenomenal unit. I'm already seeing people try to claim that the androids are underwhelming before you switch to Android 16, which is just one of the dumbest things I've ever heard flat out. The androids are absolutely disgusting. Like, it just, that's it. The androids are silly. They're disgusting. They're OP. They're dumb. Like, they give it... So, at the rainbow level, you can expect them to hit around a 3 million attack stat, right? But they're also giving a 40% support type buff to the whole rotation, provided it's android enemy category allies, right? But, like, you know, you're going to be using this android unit with other androids. I mean, it's just what you're going to do, right? It's kind of, you could think of it similar to, like, you know, LR Gohan and Goten, right? Where it's like, yeah, if you just toss out LR Gohan and Goten by themselves, like, they can be a bit underwhelming. But if you actually give them the support, then Gohan and Goten are disgustingly OP, right? And it's kind of the same thing with the androids, right? You're not going to run the androids on a team with no other androids. It's just, it's foolishness. But if there are other androids around them, then, like, okay, because here's the thing, right? Like, everyone accepts how busted Turles is. Now, the androids for android category units do essentially the same thing. Like, except Turles does not get a 3 million plus attack stat. And Turles does not have, you know, 2 turns where he transforms into a unit with 200% attack and defense. So, like, you know, I think it's ridiculous to say that the androids are underwhelming before you use their active skill, right? I just think it's, like, utter stupidity. Now, I know there have been other complaints about the celebration. For example, you know, one of the big things that just happened is LR Tech Broly, for some reason, is not on the global LR Androids banner. Now, I have virtually no idea. There is no explanation. It's just, honestly, it seems more of a mistake than anything. I mean, I don't know. The only thing I could think of is that this is a consequence of Global, like, releasing stuff early. It seems like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing that Global gets stuff early, but it's like Akatsuki, they, like, sort of are not, like, when they release stuff first on Global or early on Global, they've just bumbled their way around everything, right? Think of Hit. Like, the Hit banner was very poorly received by the global community. You know, there's, like, they didn't release, like, the story event that came with it on JP. LR Kale and Khalifa did not come out. Now, I mean, here's the thing. LR Kale and Khalifa, like, they could not have released on global in December of 2018. Like, they're too much better than every other unit in the game for them to have released that early. So, like, I don't really think it's that big of a deal that Global didn't get LR Kale and Khalifa at the time, but Global could have gotten, there's no reason not to give them the story event. Like, for whatever reason, Global is now hanging on to that story event for when Kale and Khalifa do arrive on Global, right? But, you know, they could have released it back in December. And then, like, you know, we can keep going with a ton of this stuff, dude. Like, think about it in the like when Transforming Vegeta came out, Saiyan Day, for both Global and JP, right? And Copy Vegeta is a story event that came only to JP. Why? That made no sense whatsoever. There's no reason that like Copy Vegeta couldn't have come out on Global at the time, and still can't. I probably should talk about some of these bosses. I mean, these events are super, super easy, right? Like, each stage, it's basically, this is just an event to give us, like, 15 free stones. I mean, there's no other real, like, thing here. A lot of these, like, stages, like, these cells have, like, little abilities they could do, but it's nothing crazy, right? So, like, you know, for that first form cell, he can recover his health, but, like, we just shit on him in one hit anyway, and he's out of here. The second form cell can lock our characters, which, I mean, it's not really a big deal. This guy can dodge, as we just saw. And then in the next stage, the Cell Juniors can randomly change key spheres. And then the final stage, Cell has damage reduction and has to be beaten with a super attack, right? But, like, this stuff is still, you know, pretty easy. Here, I'm just gonna let Vegeta and Trunks handle this, whatever. This is their fight after all, right? But yeah, so, like, I definitely understand, you know, Broly not being on the banner as being, like, utterly ridiculous and stupid. I don't really understand, like, why he couldn't have been, unless it's just a mistake. You know, because LR Tech Broly came out on Global before JP, I just imagine that must have thrown things in flux for Akatsuki. Like, they're not managing things that come to Global first or at the same time correctly, right? Like, we can all agree on that. Now, I am also seeing people are upset that LR Tech Broly is also not available with yellow coins. I mean, Broly, the next banner, I think, is probably a better bet for when LR Tech Broly can arrive. Because, like, people gotta remember, like, Kale and Caulifla came out on JP at the beginning of April, and they just got added, right? Broly was a month later on Global, so next month, if Global gets LR Full Power Frieza or LR Kale and Caulifla, at that point, I would think it's then time for LR Tech Broly to be available with yellow coins, right? Okay, so this stage, we're going up against Cell Juniors, whatever. I'll just bring this Goku. Who cares? I'm just bringing the special units. It's fine. It's fine. So, yeah, I don't expect that we will see, like, Tech... the next Global banner, that probably is where you could expect to see Tech Broly with yellow coins. Now, Global, actually, here's the thing. You know, I've already seen, like, a lot of Global players complain about that type of stuff, but you guys got Goku, Trunks, and Pan and Baby on the yellow coins so fast. I mean, JP didn't get them on the yellow coins until, I think it was Broly. Yeah, Broly. When Broly came out in July. So, like, you know, Global, basically, the very next Legendary Summon banner, Global already had Baby and the GT Trio in there. Like, that's huge. Because, again, it was months, many Legendary Summon banners before JP got those guys available. Because, right, so there was the GT Trio and then Baby. Then the next LR banner for JP, I believe, was Kale and Caulifla. I know that there was the LR Beerus featured banner somewhere in there as well, which was, you know, a fodder level banner. Then, of course, there's LR Full Power Frieza. Goku, you know, Trunks and Pan and Baby were still not available. And then, finally, we got the LR Tech Broly banner, where they finally were available. So, you know, it is several Legendary Summon banners afterwards where units are usually available with the yellow coins. I would also really recommend the free-to-play players not to really summon too much and chase too much on these Legendary Summon banners. I mean, your chances of getting good units on Legendary Summon banners, like, it's just so low. Like, I know there's a lot of LRs. You know, the LRs pretty much are all the best units in the game, you know, outside of, like, the Dokkan Fest exclusive LRs who are not on Legendary Summon banners. But, like, your chances of getting just crappy units are very high. Now, I would say this Legendary Summon banner in particular does have a lot of really good units featured on it, right? Like, EZA Cell is on there. EZA STR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is on there. You have 2 featured LRs. So this is definitely a better, like, Legendary Summon banner than normal to summon on. But, for example, I see a lot of global players say I'm saving for Kale and Caulifla, and you know, they are the best unit in the game, but they also have one of the worst banners like ever in the game. I thought Kale and Caulifla, their banner is so bad. I do not recommend anybody summon on that banner. I mean, if you're a whale and you just, you know, really want to get them, sure, but that banner is butt cheeks, man. I mean, that's it's just that simple. That banner is trash. You know, if you want to pull a lot of int hits and like AGL Super Saiyan 2 Cauliflas, like that's the banner for you. But if you want to get good units, you know, I think global players, you're much better off probably summoning for Trunks and Zamasu. Because Super Saiyan Goku, his banner wasn't the best either, because it has Transforming Goku and Frieza on it, who were just out on 2 consecutive banners on global. So good luck if you're summoning for Super Saiyan Goku, because you're probably going to pull 50 more copies of the Transforming Goku and Frieza, right? But, you know, Trunks and Zamasu, their banners are wild. And I would expect them on global probably in like November-ish time. Usually that's when global has like, you know, because that's when Int Gogeta and what's his name showed up on global. Int Gogeta and SCR Janemba was around Thanksgiving time in November. I think that's when Trunks and Zamasu will arrive, because global, like, they're not going to go directly into Trunks and Zamasu now, or else that would be 3 consecutive double Dokkan Fest for global, which that's just not something they've ever done. Okay, so I see the way this is set up. So we're going through all the major, like, key plot points with Cell, right? Now he blows up, and then the whole point of this EZA raid that we're going to go into, that's, you know, kind of against, like, the perfect Cell, right? Like, after, you know, he is blown up and he's returned. So that does make sense. I'll do another video. The next video I'll do will be on Cell's EZA. So what I'll probably do is that I'll go through that. I'll do a video all the way up to stage 100. And then I probably will come back with another video on stage 999. That takes a super long time to get to, though. Okay, so Cell's back. I do like this. See, I like when they're doing stuff like this. Again, Dokkan just continuing to do a lot of cool things. And then there we go. We can go ahead and hop to it. Cell has his EZA. This is where you EZA the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, the SCR unit, who is very, very good. I believe Cell and the Android Saga units are strong in this EZA. So, like, there's a lot of really good ones. So this EZA, you know, this is easy. Like, pretty much anyone should be able to get to stage 100, I would think, without fail. So, let me know what you guys think of all of the 300 million download celebration stuff. I mean, in terms of celebrations, I do think the 4-year anniversary is going to be better. I do think it is a better celebration. But this one, I think, is number 2. Despite what people want to say, the amount of free stones we've gotten from this celebration has been insane. There's been, you know, a lot of EZA units, a lot of really good stuff, a lot of interesting things done. So I do have this right now as the 2nd best celebration in Dokkan history, I think. And then maybe the 200 million download celebration is in 3rd, I suppose. But let me know what you guys think of everything. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.